welcome to your full-length hot Pilates Sculpt. For today, the equipment that you need is a pair of dumbbells. If you have a heavier set, you can save that for your leg work, your upper body, and then a light set's going to be used for your core work. And then if you have it, you'll use a block as well. We only really need this for one exercise. If you don't have it, not a big deal. You're going to place the block to the top of the mat. And then the core dumbbells, the lighter pair, is going to be splitting the middle of the mat. For music, if you want a playlist, you're going to head to Spotify. The username is rachel.hall918, and the playlist is going to be Sculpt 20. So again, Sculpt 20 is going to match for this class. Getting started right away on your back in Pilates stance. Laying flat, feet on the floor, hip width distance slightly forward of the knees. Reaching the arms down by the sides. Take a big inhale, reach the arms back, and then exhale, bring the hands back down by the hips. Inhale, opening, lifting, expanding through the rib cage, through the chest. Exhale, closing in, down, back. One more. Big inhale, reaching up, reaching back, feeling open through the stretch. And then exhale, close it in, bring the hands back down by the hips. From here, hands come onto the hip points, thumbs connect, index fingers connect. Pelvic tilting, inhale as you arch the spine, press the tailbone into the mat. So you want to create space between your low back and mat. Exhale, curl, lengthen, imprint, low back now presses into mat. Inhale, arch, the thumbs will rise. Exhale, press, index fingers rise. One more, inhale, arch. Exhale, curl, pulling the abs in and up. Inhale, come back to your neutral spine, everything along the same line. Now we're going to talk about T-zone pelvic floor activation. Imagine that you're drawing your two hip points in towards each other and then drawing that line towards the belly button, towards the sternum. If you reach down and touch the lower belly, it should feel hard like a trampoline. Inhale, release that. We activate one more time. Draw the hip points towards each other. Draw everything in and up, holding T-zone. And that is going to be your pelvic floor activation that you're going to use throughout this entire class. Release it there. Reaching the arms up towards the ceiling, engaging again. Inhale, reach the fingertips higher. Exhale, slide the shoulders back and down. Scapular depression. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slide shoulders down, back body. One more. Inhale, reaching a little bit higher. Exhale, shoulders back and down, engage through the lats. Bring the hands onto the tops of the thighs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, peel head and shoulders off mat, find your seeker. Exhale, little pulses at the top. You're only here 20 seconds for your ab prep. Hands are sliding on the thighs, closer towards the knees. Relax the shoulders down, back body. And then leave any tension out of the head, out of the neck. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, lower all the way down. Extending the legs long. Inhale as you reach the leg up towards the ceiling. And flex, lowering the leg down towards the floor. So you're here about 20 seconds. The goal here is for pelvic stability. So you want to engage through the T-zone, through the pelvic floor, to keep the hips quiet and prevent them from rocking side to side while this leg is moving. You have 5. Paint brushing the wall in front of you for 4. Lead with the heel on the way down. Lead with the toe on the way up for 2. Last one, finishing with the right leg up towards the ceiling. Point the toes. Tiny little circles. So again, keeping the pelvis, the hips quiet, so you're going to have to engage more through the core, and extending the left leg long. They could be the size of a grapefruit or a beach ball for your circles. Option, if you can keep the hips quiet, you can start to circle the leg a little bit bigger for 3. For 2, crossing over the midline. Last one, hold at the top. Again, start small with your circles, reversing the direction, go the other way. Option to go a little bit bigger for 3, for 2. Last one, lower the right leg down. Inhale, reach the arms back, biceps next to the ears. Exhale, reach the arms forward, then peel head and shoulders coming up halfway. Inhale to lower and reach back. Exhale, pull the abs in and up to lift. Just coming up to a challenging position. This is your halfway roll up. You've got about 20 seconds left. And you're setting up for your full roll up, which will come a little bit later. Final 10 seconds here. Inhale and then exhale. Pull the abs in and up, exhaling out through the mouth, through pursed lips to fully engage and activate deep abdominal muscles for 3, for 2, Last one, release. Bending the knees, place the feet flat on the floor, grab hold of your dumbbells. Connect your weights, reach the arms back. You're trying to keep the arms as straight as possible, just a tiny bend in the elbows. Inhale, exhale, lifting the hips, squeeze the glutes at the top, and pull the weights back over the chest. Dumbbells, squeezing in isometric contraction. Pressing through the feet, through the heels, drive down to lift the hips, squeeze the glutes. You make a straight line at the top, knees, hips, shoulders for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, up and hold, little pulse at the top, little pulse. Little release, squeeze. Again, pressing through inner, outer edges of the feet. Push down, squeeze, bum, lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Release the hips, release the dumbbells. Extend both legs long, going on the other side. Lift the left leg up, lead with the heel, and then lead with the toe. Brushing the leg down and up. Again, keeping the hips, pelvis neutral, quiet, not rocking. And feel the length through the back of the left leg, through the hamstrings, through the calf. Feel the little bit of a stretch for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold at the top, point the toe, tiny little circles. Inhales, the leg comes in towards you, exhales, it circles away. Option to keep it small. Again, option to grow your circles just a little bit bigger, crossing over the midline, middle of the body, and reverse the circle. Take it back the other way, start small. Modification, you can always put a tiny bend in the knee if the leg feels really tight in the hamstrings. Option to keep the circle small, option to grow a little bit bigger for 3, for 2, last one. Release the left leg down, extend the arms back, biceps next to the ears, inhale. Exhale, reach the arms forward, rolling up halfway. This time you add the leg lift. Inhale back, exhale. Reach forward at the top, keeping the shoulders away from the ears, rounding through the spine. Slight tug of chin towards the chest. You're here for about 15 seconds. Modification, keep both legs down and just come up to your challenging position. Advance, you're adding the tiny little leg lift, coordinating. Breath to movement at the top. Focusing on alignment, precision, movement of body through space for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Rolling all the way back down. Bend your knees, place your feet flat on the floor, grab your dumbbells, connect your weights. Again, reach the arms back, pushing through the feet. This time, as you lift your hips, you float one leg into tabletop. Inhale to drop and reach. Exhale to lift. Bringing the dumbbells over the chest. Keeping the hips level, so you want to make sure the leg that's lifting, that the hip is not dipping, dropping, or hiking. Push down to lift, squeeze. You're here for 15 seconds. Coordinating again, breath, movement, getting tight at the top. Relax the sternum and the chest. Reach the arms back, get super, super long, and then squeeze it in. Final 5, 4, 3. You have that T-zone activation through the whole time for 2. Last one. Release it down. Get rid of dumbbells. From here, opening the legs up into a narrow, small straddle. Hands come behind the head. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift head and shoulders off mat. You're gonna reach the arms forward, lift the head and shoulders higher, hands come back behind the head, reverse curl, little hip lift. Reach through, curl to lift. One reach, one curl. Reach, crunch, curl. Ab lift, curl lift. You're here 15 seconds. Holding the legs, so it doesn't have to be a super wide straddle. You could always make the legs a little bit more narrow. On the hip lift, the reverse curl, you're drawing the abs in and up, and just a tiny little lift of the tailbone, and then release back down. Make sure you re-anchor the hips, staying lifted through the head and shoulders, keeping tension out of the neck, gazes forward between the legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hug the knees into the chest, extending the legs long. We go for our full roll up. Reaching the arms back on the inhale, biceps next to the ears. Exhale, rolling all the way up. Again, option to add big leg lift at the top. Inhale to release. Exhale, articulate through the spine as you come up. You're here for a full 45 seconds. You have plenty of time to slow this down. And you're really working with your own breath. The breath initiates the movement, the contraction of the abdominal. So I use the exhale breath to engage through the core, and then that initiates my movement. So all movement comes from the center. You've got about 15 seconds left to go. Finding breath, finding the articulation of the spine on the way down, on the way up for 5. 4, modification, just keep both legs flat. 3, 2, last one, roll all the way down. Hug the knees back in, just make little circles with the knees, allow the hips to open. And then reverse the circle, take it back the other way. We have one more for core before we come up. Both legs up towards the ceiling. Modification, you're making a diamond with your hands. Place it underneath your sacrum for more support. Otherwise, hands go behind your head, elbows wide. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, peel head and shoulders off mat. Find C-curve. Keep the hips anchored. Inhale, lower the legs. Exhale, lift back to 90 and then reverse curl again. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale down, get long. Exhale, lift. Let the breath guide and flow through the body. 20 seconds. Modification again. Hands underneath the hips is gonna help give you a stopping point underneath the glutes and help lift in the curl. If you don't need that, hands are back. Elbows wide, light touch on the back of the head for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hug the knees in, cross the ankles, grab the backs of the thighs, start to rock and roll 3 times, front and back. On last one, you're gonna roll over the shins, make your way to all 4s, shoulders over wrists, knees underneath the hips, taking the left hand behind the head, elbow lifts up towards the ceiling, and then close down towards the right elbow, towards maybe right wrist. You're here for about 15 seconds, keeping both shins pressing down into the mat, keeping the hips level and square, and finding that thoracic rotation. So you're not rotating from the hips and the lower back, you're rotating from the mid-back, mid-spine. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Square the shoulders towards the floor, keep the left elbow open, reach the right leg back, square the hips, inhale, lengthen, exhale, elbow in towards the knee. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, pull it in. You're here 30 seconds. So you'll notice that the elbow is gonna open again out to the side, so you feel a broadening and opening through the collarbones, through the chest. You find the expansion, and then exhale, contract, draw it in. You're here for about 15 more seconds. You are grounding down through your left shin and your right palm. Squeeze your right glute as the leg reaches back, and then look for length through the top of the head, back through the toes. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold it there. Flex the foot. Left elbow drops, right leg swings to the side in line with the right hip. It's a side kick. Pull back and square the shoulders, square the hips back. Drop the elbow, swing side, pull back. Tap, lift, tap, lift. You're here for about 30 seconds. Modification, put the elbow down, and then come back to the palm. So this is gonna be a little bit easier. You'll have more surface space with the forearm dropping. If you're looking for the challenge and through the obliques, drop the elbow and then lift through the side body to come back up, lengthen through the right side body for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it there, hold it there. Keep the left elbow open, bring the right knee in towards the right shoulder. You're leaning slightly into your right side, so you're going for an oblique crunch. Think about hip to rib connection, find the closing and then the opening. Trying to keep the left elbow lifted for 10, 9, 8, 7, kick back, 6, 5, push back, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower to all 4s, tuck the toes, downward facing dogs. Hips up and back.
Hands are gonna be shoulder distance, feet hip width. Pedal the knees, bend right to left for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach the right leg high, three-legged dog. Right foot step in between the hands, drop the back knee. Push the hips back for your hamstring stretch, pull the chest forward. Shift forward, inhale, reach up. Hip flexor stretch, hands go down. Right leg goes high, right foot steps through. Push hips back so we flow. Lift the chest, hands down. Plant, rise. Big step, drop. Hips back, hips forward. Chest lift, chest lower. 20 seconds on your own time, moving through the body. Still warming up, so you're still prepping the body. So you want to find each position, find the mobilization through the body parts, through the joints, the activation of the muscles. 10 seconds left. Just letting this feel good and moving, flowing, breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. From here, send your right leg back. We're moving into loaded beast, pulling to your plank. Back to all 4, shoulders over wrists, knees underneath hips or belly button, tuck the toes. Lift the knees, push the hips back towards the heels, open the knees, extend the arms, biceps next to ears, pull forward, plank, and then shift back. You're here 30 seconds, springing, loading into the legs and pushing off. Modification, you can drop your knees, relax back, and then push forward. Drop to relax, spring. Otherwise, keep knees hovered, hips push back to heels for 5, 4, 3, find length. Spread the fingertips, grip floor, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower the knees, reset. We go on other side. Right hand comes behind head, elbow open out to side. Drop the elbow down, and then pull the arms apart. Trying to keep the hips square, facing down towards the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. Thoracic, spinal twist. Mid back for 5, 4, 3. Push through the left palm, firm. 2, last one. Chest square to the floor, right elbow out to the side, send the left leg back. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open the elbow, pull it back. Exhale, close. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. 20 seconds here. Again, squeezing in towards midline, imaginary line that runs straight down the center. Make sure you're not sitting into your right hip, but you're staying hip stepped right on top of the knee. Left hip is square and closed down. You're just lengthening forward and back, and then exhale, drawing it in. Again, imagining that accordion action for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep the elbow open, flex the foot, drop the right elbow, rest it on the floor. Swing the left leg to the side in line with the hip. Pull back and lift. 30 seconds here. Pace could be slow or a little bit quicker if you can flow from one to the next. Keeping the leg absolutely straight, pushing through the heel and pulling the toes back towards your face. Modification, forearm, palm. It's gonna be a lot easier to support the action and the side leg kick. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, back and hold. Hold it there. Bringing left elbow in, left knee in towards elbow. Kick back. Right elbow stays wide. Exhale as you draw in, inhale as you extend. Again, hip to rib connection, closing the space, and then lengthening it back out. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Drop it down, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Right away, inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through, low lunge. Hamstring stretch, push the hips back, lift the toes. Shift back to your low lunge. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, step through. Push back, shift forward. Inhale, expand. Exhale, down. Leg goes high, push through the hands. Big step through. Hamstring stretch. Again, moving with breath. Body feels good. Finish the mobilization. About 10 more seconds. Moving with the breath, just flowing through space. Right, becoming more aware of your body, how it feels, where you're putting the body parts, which muscles need to activate for 3, 2, last one. Lower the left leg, lower the knees. Draw the hands underneath the shoulders, going back into your loaded beast. Knees underneath the hips. Lift the knees, hover, open the knees, hips back towards the heels. Reach the arms forward. This time you step forward, right foot, outside right hand. Lift the right hand off the floor. Back to your loaded beast. Left foot, front step. Lift the hand, elbow in. Back to your loaded beast. Pull to your plank. One push. Back to loaded beast. Step right. Beast. Left. Beast. Pull. Push. Bend. Step. Bend. Step. Bend. Pull. Push. You've got 20 seconds. Moving on your own time. Feeling the back light up. The arms. The hips. Quads start to come on fire. For 5. Last round. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Hips back to your heels. Quick child's pose. Inhale, breath. Exhale. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, find your high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look forward, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, jump, walk. Feet outside hands. Grab for opposite elbows, little sway. Rock side to side, ragdoll. Bring it back to center. Release the hands, bend the knees. Roll all the way up, 1 vertebra at a time. Standing tall at the top, just start by tapping it out. Little lift of the feet, and then start to make it a little bit bigger. Hips towards the heels, little butt kickers. You're running forward, you're running back. You're only here for about 20 seconds. Option to take the elbows wide and add little shoulder press. 15 seconds, staying light on the feet, breathing in through nose, out through mouth. Toe ball heel, land soft for 5, 4, 3, 2, jumping jacks. Again, 20 seconds, staying light, arms can go overhead. If it feels better for the shoulders, maybe straight up, straight down. Make sure you roll all the way through the feet so that the heels land every time, holding your weight. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Grab your dumbbells. If you have a heavier set, now's the time to grab them. Step to the top of your mat, your feet hip width distance. Weights coming up onto the shoulders. Elbows squeeze in, lifted. You're going for your good morning. Hinge, flat back, rise. So this again is a hinge of the hips. You're gonna push your hips back, shoulders down, chest stays open and lifted. Modification, no dumbbells, or you can go hands to heart center if it bothers the shoulders. Slight bend in the knees. You're looking for crown to coccyx connection on the hinge on the flat back. Make sure you're not releasing your head or your shoulders below your hips. All comes into one line. Hips push back, loading up the hamstrings. Posterior chain, back of the body for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Step the feet open wide. I'm gonna face you. About shoulder distance, weights to the shoulders. You lower, 4 counts, 3 counts down, 1 count up. In 3, 2, squat. 3, 2, 1, stand and press. 3, 2, 1, stand to press. You're here for 45 seconds. Really slow it down, and then drive it up. Thrust at the top. 1, 2, 3, press. Driving down through the feet. You're about halfway done already. You've got 25 seconds left to go. Modification, no press at the top. but you're still going slow. You want to think about the feet pressing down and then driving your mat, pushing it apart, driving the knees out, push through the heels and really squeeze butt tight at the top. Final 10 seconds here. 3, 2, 1, stand and press. We're staying in this squat and we're gonna burn out legs. 3, 2, last one, hold at the bottom. You've got little pulses. You're here for 30 seconds. 30 seconds here. Breathing. So here, you wanna push down through your heels. Think about squeezing your two sit bones in towards each other. Activate the glutes and hammies on this pulse. So you wanna be less in the quads and the knees and more through the back of the body. Woo. 15 seconds left to go. 15 seconds. We get to stand up, not a big deal. Lengthen through the spine so you're not arching too much, but you're also not rounding. So you want a nice neutral spine. Rib cage closed in. 3, 2, 1, count down, 1 count up. You can keep the weights in. You can add the press again. You're here 45 seconds. So I wasn't lying. We're gonna get all the squats out of the way, yes? And then no more squats after this first circuit, after this first round. 1 count down, 1 count up. Drive it up, squeeze tight at the top. Rib cage closed in, so when you stand up, make sure you're not opening through the chest. Hips underneath you, squeeze butt, shoulders down, front ribs closed. Woo. You got 15 seconds left to go. 1 down, 1 up. You have 1 more set of squats after this. Again, option, keep the weights in close. It's gonna be a little bit easier on the shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, double pulse. 1, 2, you stand up, Arnold press. 1, 2, stand up, wide press. 2 pulse at the bottom, drive to stand. 2 pulse, elbows lifted, ideally shoulder height. Letting the legs burn. Yeah, this is my favorite. Burning means we're changing it. Sculpting, toning, that's what we came for. You're 30 seconds down. 15 seconds left to go. Yeah, see if you can get just a little bit lower. Drop the hips, butt down, chest stays up. 10 seconds, 10 seconds. Finish it. Last bit of the squats. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Keep the arms up, right leg steps back right away. Drop to the knees, right foot steps forward, switch sides. So I'm not having you come to a squat, which is me being nice, but you are still working the shoulders by keeping the arms overhead. 30 seconds left to go. Alternating sides. You have right knee, right foot, left foot, switch. 20 seconds. Modification, you can drop the weights if the shoulders go too much, but on purpose to fatigue the shoulders. Arms up if you can. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, release. Oh, shake it out. We're going short plank, row, high plank, row. You got 40 seconds. You're on the clock. Grab your dumbbells. Shoulders over wrists, knees underneath the hips. Tuck the toes. Lift the knees. Here we go. Row. Right, left. Option 1, walk and row. Back in. Option 2, you're gonna hop. Row. Back in. Short plank, flat back, high plank. Legs tight, core tight, glutes tight. You row, dumbbell, hip, elbow, in and back. Chest, open, not rounding. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Woo, lower the knees, release the dumbbells, sit on the hips, swing the legs out in front, feet hip width, flat on floor, take the arms back. Hands are gonna be close to the hips, fingertips facing forward. Shoulders down, chest up. Squeeze the elbows in and back like you have wings. Drop the forearms and elbows to the floor, and then push to lift. So I really want you to activate the triceps. This is gonna be the back of the arm, the upper arm. If you are rounding and just rolling back with the shoulder head rolling forward, you're not gonna feel this at all in the triceps. If your arms are too far back behind you, you also won't feel this. So I need the hands closer towards the hips. If it bothers the shoulders, let the palms rotate out slightly, but keep the elbows tracking towards the back of the mat. So this is just prepping the triceps because we've got a couple more. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, right into your tricep dips. Just keeping the fingers where they are or turned out. Lift the hips high, hold the hips high, bend the elbows. Hips don't move, right? They just stay in line with the body. So I'm not gonna drop the hips down. I'm gonna try and keep them lifted. You have 30 seconds. Push through the palms. Again, open through the chest. So if it bothers the shoulder, rotate the fingertips out so that the shoulder head can stay rolled back. Elbows push back, bend, and lift. Push through the feet. Oh, you got 10 seconds left to go. Triceps should be on fire. If they're not, we need to talk about it. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower the hips. If you have the block, this is where you're gonna use it. Turn your block sideways, place it to the top of your mat. Your legs are going straight. Tiny, tiny bend in the knee. Heels are gonna drive down into the block, so I need the toes pulled back towards the face. You're on your back, arms are out by your hips, palms up. Roll the shoulders underneath the body, push through the heels, flex the toes. You've got 30 seconds. Down, squeeze. So the arms are not just loose, and I shouldn't have this go into the lower back. The arms are active and pushing down. Squeeze the glutes and lengthen the space in your lumbar spine so that you don't take any of the tension there. This should really go into the hamstrings, so the back of the legs, and into the booty. 10 seconds left to go. You have a static hold at the top. Drive down through heels. Keep the legs parallel. Toes facing up. Glutes tight, legs on. 3, 2, up and hold. Just hold, breathe. You got 15 seconds here. We're not here long. Keep the hips high. Ooh, the legs should be shaking. Hamstring should be screaming at you. It's all good. Squeeze the butt a little bit tighter. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, release it down. Get rid of your block. Grab for your dumbbells. So wherever they are, grab for the dumbbells. Both legs flip to tabletop. Weights connect over the chest. You're going for your fly. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, peel head and shoulders off mat. Find C curve. Open the arms, open the legs. Inhale, double leg stretch. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So you have a tiny bend in the elbows for your chest fly. So you squeeze the chest to bring the weights back in. Extending the legs, eye level. Does not need to go to a hover off the floor. Keep lengthening, pressing the lower back down into the mat. Find your imprint. Find the C curve of the spine. Hip to rib connection. Breath moves through body for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, release. Dumbbells go off to the side, cross the ankles, rock and roll. You go hands down right away, find your high plank. You have 2 plank jacks, out in, hands back to feet, roll up, 2 jumping jacks. Feet narrow, wide, narrow. 2 plank jacks, 2 jumping jacks. Walk it out, 2 plank jacks. Walk back, 2 jumping jacks. Modification, you can just stay with your jumping jacks. Shoulders over wrists, feet out and in. Modification, other option, just stay in your jumping jacks. Otherwise, 2 down, 2 up. You've got 20 seconds left to go. How smooth, how quick can you move? For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lift. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, rise up crescent. Exhale, hands down, flow through vinyasa, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, hips high, downward facing dog. Left leg, inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, step through low lunge. Inhale, reach up, rise up, crescent. Exhale, hands down, vinyasa, high to low. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Exhale, jump or walk, feet outside, hands stay low. Hold your squat. I lied, there's just a little squat pulse here for 5, 4, push through the heels, shoulders down, chest up, 3, 2, last one, stand it up. Grab your dumbbells, going back in. Second circuit through, bring the feet hip width distance, shoulders down, chest up. If you have heavier dumbbells, go for them now. You have your stiff leg deadlift, Romanian deadlift. So you're gonna hinge at the hips again, just like you did in your good morning. Feet stay flat on the floor, pushing the hips back, and then just a tiny bend in the knees, loading up hamstrings and glutes, and then rise. Squeeze the glutes tight at the top. You're bringing the dumbbells in front of the shins, keeping the back, the lats engaged. So you shouldn't want to see the shoulders rolling forward, and your dumbbells should not be able to touch the floor. Again, head in line with hips, no lower. 15 seconds left to go. Again, loading up the posterior chain. Inner arches of the feet lift. Drive down, slow, squeeze, lift. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold at the top. Right foot is forward, left leg steps back. Elbows are wide in your lunge. You're going down for 2, up for 2. Down, 2, up, 2. Modification, just keep the elbows bent. All you're doing is bending both legs and straightening both legs. Trying to hit 90-90. Front knee, stack over ankle. Back knee, underneath hip. Yeah, so if you're too wide, it's not gonna work because you're gonna feel too much of a stretch, taking the hip into extension. The arms for this, so I were to face you, down, 2, up, 2, down, 2, up, 2. Alternating, press. You got 15 seconds left to go. Right foot is forward, left leg is back. Down for 2, up for 2. For 8, shoulders right on top of hips. Keep the chest lifted, shoulders down. 3, 2, last one. Both arms up. You have lunge pulses. All right, back quad should start to be on fire. Push more through your front right heel and squeeze your back left booty. 15 seconds. Stay low in the pulses. More advanced. Ooh, this knee is coming just a few inches off the ground. Final 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Straighten the legs. Pyramid pose. Hinge, flat back. You have 1 row. Rise to your deadlift. Hinge, pyramid, row, lift. So this one you need to pull right hip back, left hip forward to square it off. Hinging again, so we have a lot of hinging from the hips today. We got the squats out the way. Nice flat back. Spine is like a steel rod. So I want you to imagine that someone taped like a broom onto your back, and if you were to round, it would get really uncomfortable and possibly break your broom. Shoulders away from ears. 5, 4, 3, staying, working the right leg. 2, last one, come up, rotate to the side. You're working your right leg, but I'm gonna mirror you. Right leg, bend to straight. Option, tee the arms. Pull it in, tee out. You're pushing through both feet. The toes are facing forward. When you go into your lateral lunge, you're gonna drive the knee out, so it shouldn't fall in. You're gonna press it out. Standing tall, tee the arms out at the top, palms down. You have 15 seconds left to go. Firming the left leg. Bend and straight in the right for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, hold it low. 30 seconds, just pulsing down. You're gonna push your hips back so you cannot stay completely upright in your lunge. Yes, a little hinge, flat back, so that you can really load this up. Push through the heel in order to take the pulse, yes? So the glute and the hamstring contract in order for you to come up and release down. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Step to the top, bring the feet back, hip distance. Narrow squat, swing the arms forward, stand, hinge. So you won't be able to drop, hips as low, feet are narrow. Option to stay here, option, add the hop back. Swing the arms back, hop forward, hit your squat. You got 10 seconds left to go. Stay light, body tight, relax. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Stand it up, feet together, toes touch, heels slightly apart. Inhale. Exhale, chin to chest, roll down. Release the weights, hands to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, flow, high to low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high. Drop the knees, grab your dumbbell in your right hand. You're in a short plank. Option 1, knees stay on the floor. So I will mirror you. Left palm down, you're opening up into your single arm fly. You have 30 seconds, you're on the clock. Let's do it. Tiny bend in the elbow, reverse delt fly. You can always turn pinky up and just pulling the arm back in line with the shoulders. More advanced, toes are tucked, knees are lifted. Core, woo, switched on. 20 seconds here, 20 seconds. Again, modification, drop the knees. If you need to, come in, come out. 10 seconds left to go. Lift it, hover it, squeeze the glutes. Hips back, flat back. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, lower the knees, release the dumbbell. Swivel, legs forward, hips back, feet flat on floor, hip width. Arms back, second set, shoulders down, chest up, hands by the hips. Lower the elbows down, lift the palms, squeeze the glutes, lift the hips, lower. 30 seconds. Forearms, hips. Keep squeezing the elbows in and back, wrapping the muscles, the triceps around the bone. Push, lift. You tap all the way down. Forearms, full touch, elbows tap, palms, lift, squeeze glutes. Final 15 seconds here. Down, push. Again, keep shoulders away from ears. When it starts to get tough and you want to give up on it, that is your chance to fight, right? To set new intention, new pattern in your life. Create new habits for 3, 2, last one. Option, grab block if you've got it. You're placing it underneath, left hand, fingertips hang off block. Right foot down, right hand grabs left foot. Modification, bend the knee, grab it. Single arm tricep dips in 3, 2, here we go. Hips up, bend. You don't have far to go, not too far. Bend the left elbow. Option to turn, palm side. Down, push. Shoulders away from ears. Again, bend the knee, hold it in. Maybe cross, ankle over thigh for a little bit more support. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Release. Block off to the side just for now. Grab for your dumbbells. Lower all the way down onto your back. Both legs up towards the ceiling. Both arms up. Palms face the shins. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, peel head and shoulders off mat. Find C curve. Inhale, lower the legs. Double straight leg stretch, elbows wide. Exhale, lift the legs. Lift the arms to a press. You have double straight leg stretch with your chest press. You've got 30 seconds left to go. Lengthen low back into mat. Yes, hip to rib connection. Slight tuck of chin towards chest. Look forward towards the legs. Modification, you're only lowering the legs as long as you can keep your lower back pressed into the mat. So if that's a shallow movement, that's perfect. You're gonna build strength in that range before you think about taking it a little bit lower. Final 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. Last one more, let's do it. And release. Hug the knees in, cross at the ankles, roll up, release the dumbbells. You got the other side. Grab your block, place it next to your right hip, behind it. Fingertips face forward, or better for the shoulder, head to roll, fingertips out. Left foot down, left hand has right foot, hips up, hold it up, bend, dip. 30 seconds, on this clock. Down, lift, modification, bend knee. This is single arm, tricep dip, option, ankle, crossed over thigh. It's gonna be a little bit easier. Again, you're not that high with your hips, so it's not far to go. You just need to bend the elbow and then push. Down, up for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Nice, you guys. Release it down, get rid of your block, cross at the ankles. Hands go down, step it back, high plank, hold, breathe. Shoulders over wrist. Inhale, breathe in through nose. Exhale, out through mouth. Pull the abs in and up, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the legs, heels back. Breathe in, breathe out. One more, inhale breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look forward, bend your knees, jump walk, feet, outside hands, stand it up. Bend your knees, get low, start with your fast feet. So I want you to imagine you have hot coals underneath the feet. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, you're gonna run it to the back of your mat. When you get there, big squat hop to the top, hip thrust, hit your plank, run back, forward, shoot it back, run it back, hop forward, shoot back. You're here. 30 more seconds. Again, modification, maybe here and then hip thrust, hit the plank. If not, you add, run it back, big hop forward, big shoot back. You got 20 seconds left to go, so now's the time I want you to push. Yeah, I'm gonna talk you through this. 15 more seconds. Make up a new pattern for today, right? Maybe, usually you stop, you quit because it gets tough. I want you to keep going. Don't hit that stop button. Push yourself to your edge, to your limit. You got 4, 3, 2, last one. Shake it out. Grab your dumbbells. We gotta hit legs on the other side when we finish it off. Left leg forward, right leg is back. Arms up, elbows wide. You go, down for 2, up for 2, lower for 2, lift for 2. You got 45 seconds here. Maybe you keep this shallow. Maybe the arms confuse you and you just want to work the legs. All right, so this is fine, but if you want to fatigue the shoulders, maybe hold the elbows nice and wide, or add the press and you get to coordinate. So it becomes a little bit more thinking for the brain, which is fine, which we can do. You've got 15 seconds left to go. You're gonna get ready to hold and pulse. Squeeze, back, right glute, yeah? Left heel, push down, 5, 4, 3, 2, arms up, hold, little pulses. Hold, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. Hips underneath you, squeeze the butt, push through, left heel. Let it burn. Embrace the burn, it's there. It's your friend, it's not, but it is. Yeah, 15 seconds, halfway there. You got this. Don't give up on it. Just when you think I need to stop is the time that you need to push through. Just for maybe 1 more, 2 more reps. You got 3, 2, 1. Oh, straighten the legs. Legs on fire. Left hip back, right hip forward. You hinge, row, rise, flat back, row, lift, hips back. So now, instead of working quads, you're working left hamstring. So I want you to push through your left heel. Your toes are gonna be spread, so I don't want you to grip the floor. Push through the left big toe and lift the inner arch of the foot. So if you're like, what does that mean? Instead of rolling forward and dropping this arch down, you wanna imagine 4 corners of your foot, or at least a triangle, and lift the arch. Final 5. Use the back, use the lats to row. Pull the elbows in, back, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Pivot, I'll face you in a second. Left leg, bend, straight. Bend, straight, lateral lunge. So I'm gonna stay facing you. You're on your left leg. You bend, you straight. Drive, knee out, so that it's tracking over the toes and not in. Option to add the arms. Elbows lifted to work more triceps, shoulders, hips push back slightly, shoulders down, chest up. Again, spine, steel rod. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it down. Pulse. You got 30 seconds to pulse it low. How low can you go? Woo, 25 seconds. Again, push through. Left heel, left heel. Woo, stay pulsing. Final 10 seconds. 10 seconds here. Hold it down. Stay low. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Oh, straighten the legs. Get rid of your dumbbells. Take them to the top of your mat. Stand up, just shake it out. All right, guys, so you've got 60 seconds for this next exercise. Last little bit of cardio here. I'm gonna give you a couple different options. And I know you're gonna feel like, oh, I wanna stop, I wanna quit. So I want you to take that thought, push it to the side, wait till the very end, right? So I can't see you, but I need to be able to feel that energy. You're gonna take, in about 10 seconds, we're gonna start 2 skaters, 2 plyo squats. I'll show the advanced, then I'll show the modification, and then I'll go back to the advanced version in 3, 2. You're gonna hop, skate for 2, center, 2 plyo squat. Skate for 2, center, 2 plyo squat. Modification, you're gonna put the back foot down rather than hovering it. And then option, low squat, little hop, or bowl the foot, bowl the foot. So you go curtsy, skater, skater, center, lift, lift, curtsy, curtsy, center, squat, lift, lift. You got 30 seconds. Option, you add the plyo the whole time. Skate, 2, squat, plyo for 2, skate, 2, plyo, 2, 15 seconds, skate, 2. Whatever version you chose, stick to it for the last 10 seconds. Commit to yourself and finish it. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, vinyasa, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Drop both knees, reach forward, left hand grabs the dumbbell. You're back in your short plank option, knees on the floor. Let's start to fly. So the left arm is gonna open out to the side. You want a nice flat back. The glutes are engaged. So toes tucking under mean the glutes get to turn on. You can stay here or push down through the right palm. Knees hover just an inch off the floor. Make sure you're not rotating open as you lift, that the shoulders and hips stay square. You're halfway done. You have about 10 seconds left to go. Tiny, tiny bend in the elbow. Just opening up, shoulder height, no higher. Last 5. Keep it lifted, keep it tight. 4, 3, 2. Last one, really nice. Release the dumbbells, sit on the hips, swing the legs out in front. We go back to triceps one final time. Hands are back behind you, fingertips face forward. This time you're gonna start with the forearms down, chest lifted, legs flip to a tabletop. Option 1, just push to the palms. Right, so you'll feel less in the triceps, but more through the core. Option 2, as you push to come to the palms, you're gonna straighten your legs into your teaser position. So again, lower abdominals, that T-zone activation that we talked about in the very beginning of class. You got 15 seconds left to go. Modification, if that's too much for the core and you want to come back to your triceps, you can take one of our earlier regressions to finish it off. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, release. Okay, finishing it off, we've got a little core flow. It's about 5 minutes. 10 drills, 30 seconds. We just go one into the next. So we're gonna get started on our back, feet flat on floor. Float right leg to tabletop, left hand to knee, right hand to ankle. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, peel head and shoulders off mat, find C curve, left leg extends. Here we go. Single leg stretch. Breath pattern is inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. You're changing the breath every time you switch the legs, extending the leg long, eye level, point the toes. You're reaching inside the knee and outside towards the ankle. You got 10 seconds left to go. Breathing in through nose, out through mouth in 3, 2. Last one, both feet flat on the floor. Inhale, exhale, roll up. Tap the heels at the top. You're gonna keep the arms reaching forward so that you can't use momentum of the arms. Contract through the abdominals. Pull the abs in and up, just like the roll up that we did in the very beginning, but knees are bent. Feet flat. Modification, you just come up, challenging position wherever you can. Roll back down. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, both legs to tabletop, hands on shins. Inhale, exhale to lift. Inhale, arms and legs extend. Exhale, circle sweep. You're here 30 seconds and your double leg stretch. So we're gonna move through the series of 5 with more core in between each one. That's where our 10 drills come from, 30 seconds, 5 minutes of abs to finish off. So no more cardio, no more legs, no more dumbbells. You got about 5 seconds left to go. For 3, 2, last one. Extend the legs long and wide. Left hand is gonna reach, roll up, tapping, right foot, single leg, starfish sit up. Right hand behind head for more challenge, elbow wide. Halfway done, modification, boom. You just come up, halfway reach, up and lower. 10 seconds left to go. You're gonna really have to fight through the abdominals to come all the way up and finish this off. 3, 2, last one, on your back, right leg up, hands to calf, inhale, exhale, lift, left leg extends, switch. Scissor switches, just a single switch, elbows wide, more advanced, arms can reach forward, palms up, maybe, hands behind head, maybe, arms back, biceps next to the ears. This is gonna be the hardest version. You got 5 seconds, we go left side on the single leg, and release. Right arm, left leg. So it's gonna be easier if you swing this left arm. If you wanna take the momentum out, left hand behind the head, reaching across and in towards the midline. Halfway done, 15 seconds. There should be serious burn in your abdominals. 5 seconds. We go double straight leg stretch. We've been there before. Release, both legs to ceiling. Option, hands underneath hips. Inhale, exhale, lift. Legs lower, legs lift. So you can be here. It's gonna be your easiest version. Again, make sure your spine is lengthened, imprinting, pressing into mat. You're in your C curve. Option to drop the head. That's a little bit easier, or more advanced. Hands are behind the head, elbows are wide. Almost there. Woo. 3, 2, last one. Rock and roll it forward. Find your high plank. Mountain climbers. So it doesn't need to be fast. You are running them, but it's not really about the cardio. This is more for the core. Make sure the shoulders are stacked, right on top of the wrist. Spread the fingertips, grip your mat. Bring the knee underneath the hip. Run out. You should feel this through the abs. You got 10 seconds left to go. 2 more drills, 2 more drills. 3, 2, last one. Drop the knees. I'll give you a transition time. Bring your dumbbells back by your hips, easy access on your back. Right leg to tabletop, we go crisscross abs. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift, twist to the right, left leg extends. 30 seconds starts now. Exhale as you change. Again, keep your shoulders ideally off the mat, right? You don't want to rest on your back elbow, and you don't want to rock side to side. So this is a rotation of the upper body coming from the obliques. You got 10 seconds left to go. Final drill, low boat to high boat. Modification, double leg stretch. 3, 2, grab the dumbbells, legs to table, reach the weights forward and back, yes? Extend the legs, bring the legs in. Dumbbells back, dumbbells forward. If you have the heavier weights, I want you to grab them. You got 20 seconds left to go. Low to high, straight to bend. The weights are there to help counterbalance, but also give you more core work, a little bit more arms. I lied when we said we were done with dumbbells. You can do it without. Final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, get rid of your dumbbells. Cross at the ankles, hands on the knees. Oh, just start by making some circles. We will stretch out the abs in a second. But you made it through. You made it through your full class. You made it through the little ab burner at the end. Reverse circle, take it back the other way. And hopefully you surprised yourself a little bit. Yeah, you surpassed the expectations that you had. Maybe you went one more rep or one more second longer than you normally do. And that's what you want to work towards. Not getting everything perfect, but just building that little bit of strength, that little bit of endurance every time. Cross at the ankles, palms down, step it back, find your high plank, and then just lower your hips, lift the chest, stretch out the abdominals. You can leave the toes tucked for more of a sprawl or come to the tops of the feet. Thighs lifted is going to be a little bit more of a stretch. Otherwise, knees can rest down. Just make sure you're not dropping into the shoulders or the low back. From here, knees drop, hips back to your heels. Take quick child's pose. On inhale, pull back forward. You're gonna lower down to your belly. We're gonna stretch out the chest and the shoulders. So left arm opens out to the side, palm down. Your arm is in line with your shoulder. Right hand underneath right shoulder. You're gonna pick up the right leg, bend your knee like a little scorpion, and as if you wanna try to roll onto your back, but your arm stops you. You're gonna hold here. So you're resting on your left hip. Option to drop the head or turn chin towards right shoulder. Hold and breathe. You should feel opening through the left shoulder, through the chest. If you're looking for a little bit more, big windmill circles with the right arm. Last one, hold it back. Really open through the chest, reaching the top arm back and release. Right hand down, roll back to the belly. Switch. Left hand underneath left shoulder, right palm down, off to the side. Pick up the left leg, bend the knee, trying to roll onto your back. Hold here, head can be down, slight lift, or nice big circles. And then just breathing into any area that feels tight, that feels stuck. Stretches are super important to help, yes, flexibility, but also mobility, right? So after we do all this exercise, the muscles and everything tends to get a little bit tight if you don't stretch. So we want to improve circulation, mobility, flexibility, avoid injury, and get you coming back stronger every time. Last one. Rolling back onto the belly, hands underneath the shoulder, just push the hips back. Swing the legs out in front. You're gonna take left knee down, right knee on top. So you can shift forward through the all fours, palms down, knees stay stacked one on top of the other. Gomukhasana. If this is a little tight, let the foot come a little bit further forward. Otherwise, you can have 2 feet in one line across. So this is going to be a stretch for the hips. Option to reach right arm up and back, and then press the back of the head into the forearm. Maybe left arm down, thumb down, and then palm connects. If this is not enough, you can flat back, lean forward. Just make sure you're not rounding and dropping the chin to the chest. Just a little lean forward. Breathing into the hips. This is a major area that we hold a lot of our emotions, which is a weird thing to say, but we hold a lot of tension and emotion in our hips. So you want to release that and not carry it around with you all the time. Slowly release. From here, hands go down. You're going to tuck both toes and then walk to the left, pivot on the feet, keep walking to the left, walking to the left, walking to the left, drop the knees, and magic. The left leg is now on top. Some Harry Potter stuff right there. Sitting on both sit bones, both hips down. Stacking knee and knee. Option just to stay here. If this is still too much, you can always sit on a block. That's gonna help elevate your hips and take some of the tension and tightness out. And maybe make this pose, this stretch a little bit more accessible. Option to take the left arm up and back. Maybe right palm out, thumb down, and then wrap. Maybe fingers touch, maybe this doesn't. Maybe you need a towel or a shirt to grab, and then press the head back into the arms, lengthen through the spine. Option to stay, option, slight forward lean. Only if it feels good.
right? You want to come to you want to come to a place of discomfort, not pain, and not pushing through pain, just discomfort, something that feels like, oh, I think I want to leave, but it'd be good if I stay. Slowly release. From here, unwrap the legs, feet flat, hands on shins, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, chin in towards the chest, stretching through the spine, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Last one, inhale, lift. Exhale, round, rolling all the way onto your back. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give one more final squeeze. And then release into your Shavasana. So you're gonna finish on your back, legs extended, palms up. And just closing down the eyes in this position. Breathing into the body from the toes all the way to the top of the head. Big deep breaths, inhaling through nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. And then when you're ready, placing right hand on top of heart, left hand on top of right. Reconnecting back in with the body and just taking a scan of your body and then maybe into your practice and scanning further into your life and just noticing any habits or any patterns that you have that you notice first on your mat, right? Something that is not serving you. Maybe you give up before you need to and you self-doubt and judge your practice and judge your movement. So I want you to see if you can eliminate those patterns. Yeah, it's kind of like a spring cleaning of yourself and just seeing the things that are not serving you. Not that you have to change yourself in any way, but just seeing the patterns, the habits that don't serve your goals, that don't serve your life for the better, that don't make you happy, and why do you keep them around? So it's just a question to ask yourself. And then outside of your mat, what other patterns, what other habits do you have in your life that are restricting you from accomplishing your goals, from living the life that you want to live? Yeah. So just kind of looking and scanning life and making any adjustments that you feel that you want to make to further yourself, to further your life, your practice. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. I will see you next time.